Chapter 4, Cultivate, Support, and Encouragement. If you study art movements throughout the centuries, artists have always been congregating in guilds and ateliers, in cafés and salons to debate, discuss, exchange ideas, and spur one another forward. Although as an artist, most of your studio practice may require working alone, you can't necessarily thrive as an artist in complete isolation. It is unreasonable to think so, and yet so many of us expect exactly that of ourselves. I have learned how essential it is to have support. I value it so highly that I seek out mentors who are further along on their path than I am for that kind of accelerated propulsion forward that we rarely achieve in isolation. I benefit not only from their wisdom and experience, but the best ones also keep me accountable for my growth and commitments. Getting an outside perspective on your gifts, achievements, goals, and ideas is priceless. By seeking out mentors, teachers, and colleagues, and working with coaches and accountability partners, I have become increasingly focused and productive. Having a support network of people who are genuinely interested in your success and achievement and are holding you accountable is invaluable. Sometimes you can find this kind of community in artist co-ops, art retreats, arts organizations, and schools. I also built it when I used to teach my mentorship program. It was built into that because I know the power of this kind of connection. One of the artists who I work with went through the program, and she told me the community component is an extremely effective means of gaining a diverse and candid support critique group. Inspiration and excitement flourish on the group forum. Through following the program curriculum, working one-on-one with me and with the accountability of the group, she was actually able to establish a regular studio practice where there had been none at all, and finally complete works that had been in progress for years. So that kind of thing is really rewarding to me to hear these things. So a coach or a mentor can also be a valuable support. Top athletes and singers, actors and dancers all work with coaches and trainers. The President of the United States has a cabinet. CEOs have their board of directors. I've noticed that a lot of the high achievers in our society are working with experienced and skilled teams of advisors and coaches rather than trying to figure everything else out on their own. I didn't understand the whole coaching niche until recently. I heard about it and took it for some fad or media buzzword, but really didn't know what it was about. Then I had an opportunity to work with a coach I respected and admired. And once I started working with her, I was amazed at which huge shifts I was able to make with her support. And by the way, starting my website, themindfulartist.com, was part of that. I wouldn't have even thought that I could offer this to other people. It just didn't even occur to me, even though it felt like right to something that my heart wanted to do. I didn't feel empowered to do that until working with her. And also, I think this channel was a result of that. I don't even remember why or how I started this channel. But anyway, side notes. I'm just bringing this up because I'm not doing mentoring myself anymore or coaching or programs or anything. I really just support you here on this channel. But the community that we create together through this forum on Instagram, through the comments, that is our community, and that is a source of support for you, and that's what I want it to be. That's why it makes a difference when you speak up and tell us what you're thinking, what's on your mind, whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, whether you've had advice, whether you need advice. That's what the comments are here. So I hope you participate today. Anyway, back to the book. So changes that would have happened slowly, if at all, I was able to make quickly with her guidance and insight. I not only had her backing me and holding me accountable, but more importantly, believing in my potential. In some cases, more than I was believing in myself at the time. She was able to see potential, opportunities, and ideas that I hadn't even noticed. She encouraged me to step into a bigger version of myself. Once she opened the door for me, I would hesitate at first, but then step through and become this new version of me, wondering why I had been so afraid before. Receiving outside support and accountability and wise counsel are the cornerstones of my success strategy. I don't even think of trying to do what I do on my own. Why would I when support abounds? And I just want to let you know now that support comes, I mean, obviously I have tons of artist friends and we all support each other. But two regular things I have is I have a fellow artist and we meet on Zoom. We live far, and actually right now we're in the pandemic, so we wouldn't meet in person anyways, but it just makes it convenient because you could meet with a friend across the world virtually, and we show each other our work, we discuss it, and we set goals for the time between the next meeting. Then every month I have an artist group I meet with. That's about seven artists, and whoever can show up on the given night, and usually last night we had all 7 of us there, and it's great, and we all share what we've been doing and then ask for feedback on something and then make commitments for the coming month. So it means the world to me. I mean, I have a wonderful, and everyone, there are people at different stages, some people who have been working longer and had a lot more things happen in their career, some people who are just getting started. It's really nice, and it's a really lovely group of like-minded, supportive people. So I encourage you to get something together if you don't have something like that. I'm sure the people that you know who are creatives would appreciate it if you initiated or invited them to something like that. So let me know in the comments below what you might do or what you're already doing to cultivate support and encouragement in your life. And side note, I just want to say, sometimes what we do is not really understood by those closest to us. That means, your family, your partner, children, whoever you connect with very regularly, they might not get why you're spending your whole Sunday out in your studio or whatever that is, or, your weeknights and whatever free time that you might have. And they might not understand what it is that you're making. They might think it's weird. But if you're not getting your encouragement and support there, don't worry about it. That's not their job. Their job is to love you and have meals with you and celebrate holidays and stuff. They don't have to get your work. Just don't even put that burden on them. So if you show something to your partner or friend or whatever, and they're just not resonating with it, so what? Go and seek those who will understand and support you. Seek those other creatives who understand what you're going through and possibly even love what you're doing. Or maybe they don't. They just want to support you as you support them. That's not a prerequisite for being in a supportive relationship with another creative. It's just someone who believes that what you do is valuable as you do believe what they do is valuable, and that you're there for each other and you have each other's back, and that you're going to spur each other forward and hold each other accountable. If you said you're going to apply for that juried show, they're going to check in with you on it. Or if you said you were going to complete, 10 sculptures in the next 8 months, they're going to hold you accountable. So whatever those goals, those are up to you and your inner self, what you believe is important for you to accomplish in any given time. That's for you to decide. But the person who you work with as an accountability partner, whether it's a hired professional coach, a group, just a one-on-one partner that you connect with and share work with, that's what they're there for, is they're there to hold you accountable. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for leaving your comments below. If you think you know someone who would benefit from this information, please share it. It's really important that artists feel supported. I can't tell you, you know as well as I do. So share this information with someone who you think might need it or benefit from it. And if you like the video, give it a like, and I will see you on the next one.